I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Look what we got. We got a chocolate Bhutlah. That's a twin. It's exciting. You don't see twins too often in pods, but they happen. I think in the time I've been doing the channel, I've probably seen it happen half a dozen times, maybe a little less. So it's a pretty rare occurrence. I'll cut these open. Now this is grown by Super Saiyan Hydroponics. I should note that these are soil. This particular pod, this example, was soil grown. All right, but they do specialize in hydroponics. Flower on my shirt. All right, so we cut this open. I'm going to show you the interior of this. As I do, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the chocolate Bhutlah. All right, so here's a remarkable job cutting this, considering they're attached. Here's the interior of one half. Look at that placenta. Really gnarly. And then here is the other half. Sorry for the view. Now, when you obviously pods can change flavor and heat even from the same plant. These, because it's attached, they'll be the same flavor and the same heat. But I want to talk just for a second about the chocolate Bhutlah. It's a great pepper. When it first came on the scene, there were a lot of people, me included, that believed that the chocolate Bhutlah was a hotter pepper than at the time, the Reaper. The original chocolate Bhutlah was an accidental cross in Chad Selesky's backyard. Great grower, good guy. So if you see a chocolate Bhutlah that says CS after the Bhutlah, that means it's a Chad Selesky strain. Dave Miner got some of those pods, and he grew them out through a different phenotype, much larger. And some people believe hotter. I'm not sure about the hotter part, but they were certainly way bit bigger. But he paid homage to Chad Selesky by not changing the name to something else like so many pepper growers do. He kept it the chocolate Bhutlah and just added his initials, DM. Now, you can see it. There's a chocolate Bhutlah RK, and that stands for Randy Keatland. So what happens is that it's just different phenotypes, but the chocolate Bhutlah is a ferociously hot pepper. This looks like the mouth of an alligator, doesn't it? Totally looks like an alligator head. Or a snapping turtle, maybe. I'm not wrong. I'm going to eat the small one first, then we'll eat the larger of the pepper. Just pulled it from its sibling. You can see where they were. You can see the lighter red where that was attached. All right, so thank you, Super Saiyan Hydroponics, the chocolate Bhutlah. And this is soil grown, like I said. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. The more time goes by, the more I'm liking chocolate pods. That was a really smoky pepper. Super earthy, very smoky. A nutty finish. The finish is very nutty. And I'm not trying to sound like I'm getting snobby with how I describe stuff, but almost coffee notes in it. Very hot pepper, burning my throat. and the heat is climbing. A non-chili head would not experience this and enjoy it at all. They wouldn't taste the great flavors that I taste, you know. Because if you don't have a high tolerance, the minute the heat kicks in, you're just in pain and your brain is processing pain. They can't turn that off to give you a chance to describe, you know, to see what you're tasting. You're focused on the pain. And yeah, here's the second one. Oh, really great tasting pepper. I hope the second one tastes just like it. The heat for a non-chili head would be a trip to the ER. A chili head, one of us on the bus, this is a 7 to 10. All day, every day. And here is the second half. Really amazing placenta on this. Look how thick it is on this side here. Huh. Identical flavor, no change at all. But look at this. If you look at the tip of this, you can see where one was. You can see how there's two there. Kind of cool how that worked out. Great flavor on those peppers. Really good flavor. They're very, very hot. Hot enough that there are some chili heads that, if you're newly to your journey and you just tasted this and you were told it was the hottest pepper, you might believe it. It's a hot pepper. Great tasting chocolate pod though. Really, really good tasting. Which is so funny to even hear myself uttering those words, because there was a time where I had a love-hate relationship with chocolate pods. They have a different burn than red pods. They have a nasty burn. I liked that part of them, but I didn't like the flavor. Now it's just a love thing. I love the flavor of chocolate pods. I love the burn. They have a burn like you did something to them, like it's payback. Like, you know, you stole their wallet or something. You know what I mean? You picked on them on the playground. They burn you like it's payback. Great pepper though. It's interesting. It didn't really climb that much. That's, for me, as a guy who does comparison videos, that was a really fun one because they were identical heat and flavor. So it's good for me rating heat to say, okay, these are two exactly the same pods. It didn't really bump the heat much at all, eating the second. And the taste literally was identical. Great peppers. Super Saiyan Hydroponics in the description box, Taproot. You'll see all their information. Thank you guys for watching. Tons of great comments and questions on the part 2, where we're just kind of it started off being just about terminology and stuff in the pepper world, and it kind of has evolved into question answer and terminology. So if you got a question you want answered, go to that video. It was yesterday's video. It says part 2 in the thumbnail, part 2 right here. Go to that video if you have any questions you want me to address. Do that. I'm going to be going through those comments and making a video either today or tomorrow. So it's good to be answering these questions that you have specifically, because if you have a question, 1,000 other people have the same question. So don't forget to ask. In the description box, you're going to see a link for Super Saiyan. Check them out. Very, very cool company. Right there is the pepper. Listen, if you click the pepper, you're riding with me. If you don't want to miss a video, don't. Click the bell for notification. Come by and visit us daily so you don't miss anything though, because notifications in YouTube. Guy needs a job reviewed. Right there, that's the Lifeboat, my brother Tommy's channel about beating an addiction. If you or somebody you know has a problem with a substance, please check it out. Life's too short to go through life shackled. More videos here. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.